Ever try to shut your brain off at night? It's like telling a toddler to calm down after 3 bags of Skittles.
Yahoo!
You climb into bed, turn off the light, and your brain decides now is the perfect time to replay every dumb thing you've ever said since grade 7. Most people try to slam it from wide awake to asleep. That's trying to throw your car into park when you're going 70 miles an hour. It doesn't work. It just grinds and your transmission falls out. I'm Derek, and I train people in mental fitness so they can achieve their dreams. For over 30 years, I've studied how the mind works on stage as a mentalist in boardrooms with leaders and through the lens of neuroscience. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to actually shut off your racing brain and sleep. By the way, if you want more of these kinds of tools, I've put together 30 emails in 30 days. Quick, powerful insights straight to your inbox to help you get mentally stronger. The link is in the description. Okay, first, you need to understand why your brain refuses to sleep when you want it to. Because if you miss this, every routine in the world is wasted effort. You're not more broken than any of the rest of us. You don't need to buy another $200 weighted blanket off of Instagram. The real problem is this. Your brain is still in drive. That's the beta state, the problem solving, planning, worrying, overthinking. It's the gear you use to crush deadlines, but it's also the gear that keeps you awake at 2 a.m. thinking about whether you paid that one bill in 2016. Most people treat sleep like a light switch. You're on, you're off, on, off, done. But the brain doesn't work like that. It works like a transmission. And that's when you slam from 70 miles an hour straight into park, everything grinds or falls apart. Or worse, that's why you toss and turn and end up scrolling TikTok videos of raccoons eating pizza at midnight. Once you understand the gears your brain naturally shifts through, you can guide it down smoothly. And that's where we're headed next. Your brain has gears, 4 of them. Drive is beta. That's the fast lane. Thinking, planning, stressing, solving. It's great for work, terrible for sleep. The brake is alpha. This is where you ease off the gas and start applying that brake. Your body starts to relax. Lights are dim. Maybe you're reading. The car is still moving, but you're definitely slowing down. Park is theta. This is that twilight zone where you get random dream fragments, like your high school math teacher riding a dolphin. It's weird, but it's your brain. And you're shifting into dream mode. Engine off is delta. That's deeper sleep, full shutdown, body repair, memory locked in, growth hormones doing their job. Sleep isn't a light switch, it's a downshift. If you try to jump straight from drive to engine off, it won't work. But if you ease through these gears, beta to alpha, alpha to theta, theta to delta, you'll glide right into rest. And before I give you the step-by-step 30-minute routine that makes this automatic, we need to deal with a few rules. Break these and you'll be slamming the gas while still trying to park. These are non-negotiable. Think of them as no texting while driving rules of sleep. Break them and you'll crash no matter what routine you're using. Rule number 1, no alcohol within 4 hours of bed. Yeah, that glass of wine might knock you out faster, but also shreds your deep sleep. That's why you wake up at 3 a.m. feeling like a cactus lives in your mouth. Rule number 2 is no caffeine 6 to 8 hours before bed. Coffee after supper is like hitting gas at 11 p.m. You may fall asleep, but your brain chemistry is still running laps. Rule number 3 is no heavy meals right before bed. Eating a steak dinner at 9 p.m. is like asking your digestive system to pull an all-nighter. I stopped eating after my supper meal, like completely, and it's really changed my sleep. Rule number 4, no high-stimulus screens or workouts right before bed. Email, TikTok, doom scrolling. All of it pumps adrenaline or blue light straight into your brain. Lifting heavy weights right before midnight, it'd be the same thing. You're pumping up your body and getting it ready for battle when you need to be going to sleep. Rule number 5, try and have the same sleep and awake times each day. This is like your body's clutch. Your body loves rhythm. Change the rhythm every night and your brain never learns how to shift gears smoothly. If you can hold these rules, then the 30-minute wind-down routine I'm about to show you works like magic. So let's get to what you can actually do tonight. A 30-minute routine that shifts down your brain gear by gear. The first shift, minutes 0 to 10, is applying the brake and moving to alpha. First, kill the headlights. Switch off the bright blue light. Use warm, dim lighting. Think campfire, not dentist's office. Second, empty the glove box. Write down tomorrow's top task. Get it out of your brain and onto paper so your brain doesn't keep rehearsing it all night. You'll get to it tomorrow. A bonus would be to jot one thing down that you're grateful for. It sounds cheesy, but it shifts your brain chemistry out of stress mode. Ask if you've won the day today. It's okay if you didn't meet expectations, but by just naming this will unburden your mind. But slowing down isn't enough. You need to guide the engine to park. Minutes 10 to 20 is parking and moving into theta. This is where you glide into that twilight zone. Start with some intentional breathing, maybe the 4-7-8 method or simple box breathing. Slowly exhale. The parasympathetic system says, okay, we're safe. You might want to try the shower trick. It heats you up and then your body cools down after. And that cooling is a big sleep cue. An optional idea would be having some calming tea like chamomile or lemon balm. Maybe take some magnesium. Skip the triple espresso. I know that sounds obvious, but somebody out there needs to hear it. Now we've parked, but the engine is still running. You need one more shift. Minutes 20 to 30 is where engine goes off and you drift into delta. The cabin needs to be cool. Drop your bedroom a couple of degrees. Your body needs to lose core temperature to hit that deep sleep. Add a soundtrack, some white noise, some rainfall, some low-level beats in the theta range, maybe a fan. It keeps your brain from latching on to random noises. And of course, lights out the same time every night. This is the part most people ignore, but consistency is what tells your brain this is the time we shut down. You want to put dreamlike images in your mind. This is something I learned dealing with my overstimulated life. I picture a dreamlike place I find relaxing. I'm often on Polo Beach in Maui, watching the waves roll in. Just watching, and grateful that I'm there. My mind doesn't wander, it just watches the waves. Follow this, and you've downshifted cleanly from drive to brake to park to engine off, from beta to alpha to theta to delta. Most people try to slam into park from full speed. You don't need to do that anymore. Ease through the gears and sleep stops being something you chase. It becomes something that catches you. Try this 30-minute process for the next 3 nights. Don't expect perfection on night 1. Expect momentum. Your brain loves rhythm, and rhythm builds fast. And as night moves to morning, you might want to check out this video on how to steal your morning routine back without a huge protocol. We'll see you there.